Alrighty guys, today we have a CGA submission video coming at you. I'm going to be doing hopefully a quick video just to show you a step-by-step guide how to submit your cards to Card Grading Australia, which I'll now refer to as CGA. I just want to mention that this is no way endorsed by CGA. We've just noticed, I beg your pardon, that there's been a lot of people that want to do a CGA submission but just aren't sure how to do it. So I'm going to take you through the steps to get your cards back and graded. Alrighty, so obviously you need to choose your raw card. So I've chosen this beautiful Pikachu V. You obviously can choose anything you like. Start with this. So first of all, once you've picked your graded card, you want to grab yourself a penny sleeve or any sort of sleeve to protect, just your soft sleeves, and place your card inside. So the next step we want to do is chuck what we call it's like a sticky note flag. I've got a whole packet here. You get them from Officeworks, Kmart, anything like that. And they just come, one side is sticky, obviously. You want to stick it at the top of your card so that the sticky part is on this and the little flappy part is sticking out the top. Next, we want to grab our top loader. So whatever you choose to use, and you want to slide your card in there. So as you can see, the flag is stuck to the back of the card but goes inside of the top loader, so that when your card gets to CGA, the grader can pull your card out like this without actually having to dig their fingers in the top and ruin your card. So obviously we want to keep them as fresh as possible. So once you've done that, that's the card almost ready, but we have to move on to our next step, which is doing our submission video on the computer. I'll jump over there now, guys, and we'll get stuck into that. Sorry guys, I just realized that I said you stick your flags to the back of your cards. I actually mean on the back of your penny sleeve. Do not stick them on the back of your card. You may get some damage. So put them on the back of after you put the penny sleeve in, just chuck it on the back, not actually on your card, and then inside your top loader. Alright guys, so you can see I've jumped over to my computer and typed in cardgradingaustralia.com, and this is what their homepage looks like. So if it doesn't look like this, you're not on Card Grading Australia. Obviously you want to go to submissions just here. You want to click on the submissions tab and it'll open up a page like this. As you can see, you've got a few different options from 3 business day turnaround at $38.25 per card, all the way up to 45 business days, and it's as cheap as $7.60 per card. So for the sake of this demonstration, I'm going to do 30 business days. I have one card, so it's going to be $10.95 per card. So click on your submission form once you've made your selection of what you want to do. So it brings up a page like this, and you can start to fill in your details. So obviously your first, last name, your email, your phone number, and your address. Once you've filled out those, you want to click your next button and it will open up this page. Just double check that you're happy with this, because that is what you are submitting your cards as, a 30 business day turnaround at $10.95 per card. So once you've confirmed that that's what you want to do, you go to your card, you grab your card, so I've got my card, as you can see right here. Sorry, it's a little bit dark, it will brighten up. So obviously our card maker here is Pokemon. So in the first box, we would write Pokemon. The next one is year. So the year that the card was made. As you can see on this Pikachu down here, it'll be somewhere at the bottom, you will find the year. So this one's a 2020. If you watch one of our most recent videos, that's where this got pulled from. So that's where you can find your year. So this is a 2020, so I would write 2020 in the next box. The player/card name, it's obviously a Pikachu V. So I would write in there Pikachu V. The card number is this little number down here. It will be on either one of the corners. It'll be somewhere down the bottom, is 43 of 185. So in there, in that box is where you would write your 043/185. Next is the serial number. So Pokemon cards don't have serial numbers. So I think this is for more like your NBA cards or your sporting cards. Your next box is your value. So your estimated value of what you think this card is worth. Basically, all this does is insures your card. So when it goes to CGA, it'll be insured for this value. So make sure it's enough that if something was to happen, it's enough for you to be able to get that same card again. So just a rough estimate. Your next one is type. So you'll open up comprehensive and autographed. Now, obviously, autographed is a signed card. If you do have an autographed card, they can verify it and say that it is a genuine autograph. Obviously, we only want comprehensive where you don't have an autograph on it. And the next one is the report, yes or no. Now, the report is a breakdown of why your card was graded at whatever grade it gets. So if it gets 95, why it was marked down those 5 points out of 100. However, I haven't actually used that service. I don't need that service, so I always click no. So as you can see here, it says it's $10.95 for this card. If you wanted to add more cards, you just click the plus button and you keep going. Obviously, if you click too many, you can minus it out. So this is what your sheet will look like once it's filled out. So Pokemon, it's a year is 2020. As I said, it's down the bottom when it comes into focus. Sorry guys, just to confirm. Yep, 2020. It's a Pikachu V and it's number 43 or 043 of 185. We have no serial number and my estimated value to replace this card would be around $20. As you can see, it's just comprehensive, no, done. Once you've filled out all of your cards here, you go down to submit, just here, and you would click submit. Obviously, I'm not actually submitting this card. This is just a demonstration, so I'm not going to click submit. But once you submit, you will get a confirmation email. So it'll say like that you've booked your cards in, essentially. Check your emails a couple of minutes afterwards, and you will receive your breakdown of what cards you have put up for submission and, you know, how many. Keeping in mind, it's $10.95 per card. So obviously, however many that is, it'll give you a total. However, that is not where you pay. So I know you're probably thinking, but wait, where does payment happen? And I will get to that soon, but that's just not, we're not at that step yet. So the next thing you need to do is grab yourself either on a sheet of paper or print it out. I find it's easier to print. My handwriting is quite messy. So I just like to put a heading, Card Grading Australia submission, so I know what this is for. So obviously you want all your details. I've removed my details, obviously. So the name, the return address that you want your cards sent to, your best contact number, email, and your preferred payment type. So CGA actually offers PayPal and bank deposit. We like PayPal, it's safe for everyone. Yeah, so once you've got that, you want to make sure you either print that out or fold it up and keep it aside because it needs to go in the box with your card. I also like to print out my confirmation email and chuck it in with the box just to make it a little bit easier for the guys at CGA to know what's going on. Alrighty, I'm going to jump back over and show you how we pack our card ready for sending away to get submitted. Okay guys, so I jumped back over here, got my card ready to pack up. So what I like to do, remember this is just how I like to do them. You can do it however you like to. I like to be a little bit pedantic. I like to protect my cards. So I grab a little bit of bubble wrap and I wrap my card in the bubble wrap just to ensure it is nice and safe. I like to put a rubber band on each way just to ensure there's no movement of the card. The card stays nice and still while it's in its packaging. Obviously, if you have more cards, you need more or less. Alrighty, I also like to use bubble mailers. You can grab these from your local post office. They're like $1 or so. Obviously, depending on how many you send, you want to place this card inside your bubble mailer and seal it up. Obviously, then you want to write your address, which you'll have in a confirmation email from CGA. It's just a PO box. Obviously, addressing it to CGA with their contact details. Alrighty guys, so now you've sent off your card, you're probably wondering, when do we pay? Once your cards have been received by CGA, they will send you a confirmation email saying that they've received your package safe and well. Once that happens, you don't need to do anything. You will then receive another email shortly after with the invoice attached. So this will be obviously the amount that you've seen when you've done the submission, plus your shipping costs to get the products back to you. So once that has been done, you pay via either bank transfer or PayPal, however you decided, and you sit back and wait. And not long after that, or however long you've chosen, you'll get a confirmation email saying that it's been graded and your tracking number. Once you receive your package back, it'll look something like this, depending on how many cards you got. I've got 2 in here, so let's see what the finished product looks like. So these are our most recent submissions that we have gotten back from CGA, and we couldn't be happier. One of my favorite cards, Eevee. As you can see, a mint 95 and a beautiful first edition electrode. So they come back in these protective sleeves, so you don't need to have any on hand. They're all ready to be put on display. So I hope that answers everyone's questions. I hope you guys feel like you could confidently submit your cards. If you do have any questions, feel free to comment them down below or go directly to CGA. They're a great bunch there. They're willing to help. Just send them an email or give them a call. If you guys have any other questions, just let me know. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Reminds me of you.